Welcome to another episode of Spidey Spotlight with me, your host. Some know me as Spidey, others know me as that guy who keeps uploading late because he spent most of his day playing Community Day on Pokemon Go 24. But that's not important. What is important is in this video, I will be highlighting my deck like I do every other week, and this week's deck will be my hero deck. Now, in this deck, you'll see some wins, some losses, and just some duels that I've had throughout the week. And I'm going to show you guys that. Comment down below any type of suggestions, your thoughts on my deck, or just thoughts of any other future decks you want to see me play with. Or on Wednesdays when I talk about like Yu-Gi-Oh! News and cards and stuff like that, you can comment down any other cards you want to hear me talk about. Don't forget to like the video, subscribe to the channel if you're new, click that bell for notification if you are old. That way you're always updated when we upload future content to this channel. Now, I know what you're waiting for. Let's get into this deck. Now, I just want to say this before we get into the deck. The video's late. I ordered food. And I know for a fact, while I'm in the middle of filming this shit, I'm going to get a phone call from this food that's already 20 minutes late. Alright, so, in this one, first duels first, I'm going to show the Evil Eye replay. Switch it out because I'm using my hero deck. As you guys know, Evil Eye is a very, very tricky deck. That's why I wanted to save it, because this is just a very control type deck. So I was like, oh, let me see how the heroes go in control situations. Normally I was like, as you guys can see, should have put Soldier to get to the thing, to do the thing, but I was like, I got my move. He's gonna kill my monster, then I'm gonna use Soldier to bring back Liquid Man, to bring Liquid Man to bring back. That was my plan. Alright, he's gonna do that. So I'm gonna use Soldier, bring back Liquid Man, use Liquid Man. Liquid Man doesn't work on special summon. So, as you guys can see, this was probably very, very early on, doing what I gotta do, making sure some of my monsters out to get my plays going, just to get Mally in the graveyard. I knew he was going to do that, so I knew he couldn't respond to it. That's why I wanted to get rid of his Evil Eye monster. So I was like, once that main monster's gone, I should have absolutely no worries. Stratos destroy some spell trap cards. Boom, get that out the way. Then he mallied me. I was like, what a bum. Let me negate your effect to trigger you from doing your thing. So that way, because I know his monster can be destroyed by effects, so I said, let me use my infinite permanence to make sure that you can't get to none of your plays, and that way I can just knock you out the way I need to. So that's that first duel. Have some L's in here, or I take some L's, because people only show their wins, they never show their losses. You gotta show your losses. This isn't like the greatest loss. Yo, you almost had him. It was like, oh, okay. It's me going up against somebody with a deck similar to mine. Not my version of Shaddoll's and whatever. So let me see how they're using it or whatever. It's just so you guys can see. But everybody knows to play Winda and Ariel and the track card and Construct, and you move them around to get it out or whatever. But then he summoned that one just to... He did all of that to end up with... That's my problem with Invoke Shaddolls. They do a lot, and then most of the time your first turn isn't going to be the widest variety of like variety of like different stuff of negates. It's like you either get a Mega Boy or you get a Winda, but it is what it is. So I tried to do what I could. I didn't think he was gonna have. Forgot that he had that in his hand, Shaddoll thing. I forgot he had Shaddoll fusion because I thought he said it maybe. You know, he had Winda with the Shaddoll construct, brought it back. That's why I forgot about it. So summon my monster out, so he brings out his Shaddoll construct, which changed my effect, so now I wouldn't be able to get rid of his thing, so it will let me block the summoning from the deck. Because I couldn't, my move was going to go somewhere, but because he brought out Winda, I couldn't summon the way I wanted to, and that's where the deck gets annoying. And especially dealing, like you said, it just completely shut me down because it slowed me down enough, and the fact that his deck is so slow paced, I wouldn't be able to use Nibiru to get on him. So it was just like, you know, kind of like the perfect crutch against me. But that's how that deck went. I tried me winning against whatever deck this was. Kaiju's. I guess I would say this is a Kaiju deck, Gimmick Puppet. This was a pretty mixed deck. His name is the Gimmick, so I'm assuming he's a Gimmick Puppet player with Kaiju's in it. But this duel in particular, I remember going up against him. I just wanted to get as much damage as possible, so that way I didn't have to worry. I knew, knowing what I had in my hand, like with Miracle Fusion and Polymerization, I'm like, no matter what you summon, I probably have something in my extra deck that can get rid of this. So unless you OTK me, which I doubt with 400 life points left, just to cut his life points down a little bit, but Yeah, just cut it down to the smallest I could, just to kind of get around it. But then he summoned the 7 deadly, the 7 sins. I like that spider card. I like those spider cards. I never got a chance to use them, but I've always wanted to use them. But I draw my card, boom, you know what I'm doing. You already know what the fuck going on, man. You know what the instant. I could have went for the combo on, whatchamacallit, but I didn't have acid in the deck. You got absolute 0 to acid to clear out his whole board, but I didn't have acid. So I summoned, what is the Rising Sun? What's his name? Sunrise, Rising Sun, Sunrise. Yeah, bring out my cards, and then he already know. Yeah, he already know what the fuck going on. He already. Oh, this is his turn. He went first. So yeah, this is what I'm like. Oh, a mirror match. How lovely. Understandable. Heroes are a very popular deck these days. So he's doing the very stereotypical hero setup. You get your cross guy into your other cards, and I try to disrupt it with Nibiru, but heroes just get around everything, especially if you have. It really depends. I would say if you have all your tools in your main deck, and like in your hand and stuff, it really depends on what you have in your extra deck, because heroes have such a wide variety of what you could put in their extra deck. It's so important to what you do with that. So you see, he went for the acid hero thing, but I already knew you were gonna do that, so that's why I have my Super Poly in the hand, just to get rid of certain things. I'm like, now you only have 1 card in your graveyard, 1 card on the field. You can't really do nothing from your graveyard, so I wasn't expecting much to come out of there. But Taspy is rid of his field. He's already getting rid of his monster anyway, so I'm like, all right, let me see what I can do. I'm like, we'll just. I thought I would have been able to top deck him, but when he gets to the top deck situation, he just got incredibly more favorable cards than I did. So he's wiping me. I guess I just didn't get the favorable cards. That's all. Manhunt. I only have 1 fucking Manhunt in the deck. Manhunt is such a card. It's like I like it because it's useful here and there, but Manhunt is a side deck card. I learned that very quickly in this duel. This is me going up against Dark Magician, which is seen to becoming a more and more popular deck, and I'm sure once Red Eyes of Jagroon comes out, or Jagroon of Red Eyes comes out, it'll be a super popular deck. It might even be meta, some might say. But this guy's running a Ritual Magician variant deck, Dark Magician deck. So new for me, because I was like, oh, this is pretty new because I never gone up against the Ritual version of it. But I ain't no punk, so I'm gonna go up against him anyway. And let's see what he does. My main objective was, I thought he was gonna bring out, most ways that I beat Dark Magician players is I wait for them to bring out Eternal Souls, like build up their field and get rid of Eternal Soul, and that just gets rid of most of their cards, and just, you know, you see the hope get out, like just diminish from their eyes. But against this player, looking at his face, it's just a bunch of negating, not much that he could really get over me with. So I was like, look, I got Super Poly face down just in case he brings out too many Dark Magicians. Like, all right, y'all, I had enough of y'all. And then I had my attack power and my Decimator. So with all that being said, move all my stuff out the way to bring out all my big guys. Big guys come in, do the stuff comes in, the little guys come out, they come in, they do their stuff, and then you get your thing out, then you get your thing, you get your thing, you get your yeah. Every samurai. So he went and just ended his turn, and I was like, well, if you leave me open, this deck has the potential to OTK. So I jump in and do some damage early on, but I wait because I was like, I didn't have enough to OTK to win in that one turn. So I just said, let me chill, let me hold on for a second. Then I said, let me make my move on his turn just to try to counter him and see what is he playing. I'd rather do that, save some resources, save some resources for the counter. So once I saw it was going to be a super heavy samurai, I was like, okay, nothing much to worry about. Get the moves going, and I gotta stop summoning that guy because I only had 2 Destiny Heroes in the deck, so I gotta stop summoning Dystopia. But I only summoned Dystopia because I think his cards could be destroyed more than certain times of turn. I wanted to get rid of cards, so I used Malicious Bane to gain the attack, and then, you know, attack the game. Yeah. So going up against somebody who I don't really familiar with, especially when you play everything face down. You don't play much of anything. It just leaves me like, oh, what is he doing? So really nice play on the Ash Blossom, super nice play on the thing, but I outdid you, buddy, by summoning my card to make sure I still get my effect by getting him off the field. So do that, bring out cross guy, bring out that cross guy, get rid of him, the special, put that to the hand, get rid of that to move him, then special Ballistic Bane. You already know what the deal and how this goes. Then I said, oh no, Shaddolls, let me try to get this deck duel done faster. Now, in hindsight, I should have brought Honest Neos, put the extra attack points on. That would have won. That would have did it. Stratos would have brought out Honest Neos and would have got rid of it. But I want to see what he's going to do. I'll be honest, guys. I gave him a little bit of leeway. I want to see what he's going to do, and I want to settle for my next turn. I was like, I don't want to just beat him like that. You ain't even get to do your thing yet. So let's see you do your thing. And then he started playing Light Swans. Because I thought I was going up against a Shaddoll player, and it's a Twilight player. So, yuck. He only has 600 life points left. I'm like, fam, I can get rid of 600 life points. Knock this shit the fuck out. And then he moves his shit. Summon him again. And just, oh man, I just was, sheesh. It was right there. It was right there. See what happens when you give people leeway? Alright guys, those are the duels. That's my hero deck. I could have gave you guys a deck build, but you guys saw enough duels to figure out what's really going on in that deck. If anything, comment down below your thoughts on my deck, any suggestions of what you want to see and what you want to see out of it. Maybe in future ones I'll give you guys the deck list before going into the actual duels. But then you guys can also comment down below other deck suggestions you guys want to see me play. It's more than welcome. So that way, next week, we'll do other duels with those decks. So, probably either going to go into my Master deck or my Insecti deck or, you know, whatever deck I really feel like honing in on for the week. So, comment down below. Let me know. Don't forget to like the video. Subscribe to the page if you are new. Click that bell for notifications. That way, you are always updated to future content uploaded to this channel. Personal channels, Discord server, my podcast that's not Yu-Gi-Oh related, all that is in the description down below. Click those things, it'll help us out a lot. And now this is the end of the video, but Kisame is not here to say it, so I will see you guys next week. Fu came.